Hello and welcome back to my December speed knitting gifts for people. This is clips from December 1st until December 12th of me. Originally, I was only supposed to do like 3 gift knits I had to finish. Well, one I had to finish, and then a pair of socks and a pair of mittens. And you'll see that I very quickly expanded the list to include a ton of other gifts for people because I was feeling overconfident. I might have done a little too much, but I still think it's possible for me to finish, and I'm intending to finish everything on time. So that's what's in this video. I am going to start by doing that really annoying thing where I say, I didn't expect anybody to watch my video, and I really didn't. When I first posted it, I kind of checked a little bit, and it didn't really have any views. I was like, this is fine. That's fine. It's okay if it doesn't really get any views. And then later I had some comments, and I had 200. And now I'm looking at it again, and I've gotten another comment today. I need to turn on my notifications. I'm sorry, but I'm going to respond to everybody. Don't you worry. And I have 28 subscribers. So after this video, I probably will have fewer subscribers. But in the meantime, hello and welcome. And I will try to keep you entertained. Happy December. It's December 1st. I am casting on my mom's socks today. I had to go get this needle. It's the Knitter's Pride Zing size 1 9-inch little baby sock needle. It is so cute. It's so small. It's kind of hard to hold actually, but I am getting used to it and it is gonna be okay. I decided on the pattern Reverie by Allison Lutz, so I bought that. This is my color A. I've got 42 grams of this and 55 grams of this. Color A, color B. And I think we're gonna be good to go. Hi, it is Saturday, December 2nd, and this is how much of the sock I got done yesterday. I was staying up late when I was getting done with the cuff of it, and I decided to just start the heel, and I ended up doing the entire heel. Once you start the heel, you can't stop, or maybe that's just me. I haven't knit socks in so long. I don't think I've ever properly knit socks on little size 1 needles like this. It is so cute. Since these are for my mom, I can just like try them on my own feet and then make them just like 3 rows longer because she's like a half size larger shoe than me. So that makes things pretty easy. This is going so quickly, I think I'm gonna make my sister-in-law some socks as well with the leftover yarn from her Halloween cowl that I gave her. So yeah, finished the rest of this color work here this morning, and I'm on to the foot. I also had to warm up on the piano for a couple things I'm doing for a wedding today. I like how I'm sitting at home. I'm gonna leave in like less than an hour to go play a wedding. I have like wet hair, not dressed at all, knitting a sock. I'm gonna take this along and work on it between the wedding and when I actually have to play for church, because there's no point in like leaving and driving all the way home and then going back. I don't really have time for that. Although often after I do weddings, since we're downtown, I'll walk to a coffee shop and like get myself a scone as a reward. So what do we think? Can I finish this sock today? I'm gonna say yes. Yes, I can. All right, it's December 3rd. Yesterday I finished my first sock for my mom. 1.5 done. So that is going so quickly that I've amended my December goals. I want to make a pair of this pattern, but maybe with more than 2 colors, for my sister-in-law for Christmas that matches the Halloween cowl that I made for her. So I think I'm going to use more of her scraps for that are like Halloween colors. I mean, I know it's Christmas, but that's fine. And I also normally the piano player, the other piano player at my church job, I normally get her chocolate for Christmas. And I was thinking, what if I made her socks this year? And she saw me working on this morning, and she was like, oh wow, that's so cool. And she touched it and she's like, oh, it's so soft. And I was like, all right, we're done here. You're getting socks for Christmas. I was already thinking of doing it before that. It wasn't because she liked them so much that I felt obligated to. I had already decided and had it in my brain that I was going to make them for her. Also, we were at the Y the other night, and as we were leaving, I saw they had a giving tree. So I picked a tag for a teenage girl who wants like a knit winter headband in the color black, white, or pink, it said. So I'm debating if I should just make one and buy one, or like if I should do multicolored ones, or just like solid pink or white. Yeah. So instead of doing, I still have to do the mittens for my mother-in-law also. So it's December 3rd, almost done with one pair of socks already, but my list is now 3 pairs of socks instead of one, and I've added at least one headband to the list. But headband won't take very long. I think I can make that in one day. So that is where we're at. Yee! Hello, it is December 5th. Yesterday I finished my mom's socks. Here they are. The pattern is called Reverie, and they are adorable. They have these baubles. If you don't like baubles, you could skip them. I'm obsessed with baubles, so that was kind of the reason I picked the pattern. I wish I'd done about 2 more rows, but they fit my feet just fine, and they have some stretch in them, so I think they will stretch out to accommodate her, and she loves purple and blue. Purple was her favorite color. So these are very much mom colors, and I think she's gonna like them a lot. And then, not sure if I said, but I got a giving tree from our YMCA, and it's for a teenager who wants knit headbands. So I'm starting this. It's a free pattern, provisional cast on. I'm thinking I might also buy one for her, because I'm pretty sure they meant store-bought. They didn't mean for me to like go out and knit a pink headband. The colors were black, white, and pink that she likes. So I wasn't sure if teenagers like multicolored or colorwork stuff right now, or if they like solid colors. I had this leftover yarn, so I got 2 repeats of this chart in. I was restarting this headband pattern with a white yarn also. Well, not this pattern. This pattern I like, but I was trying some other patterns also, and I was really struggling to find something I liked the texture and size of, or maybe it was just this white yarn I was using, even though it's super soft and pretty. Maybe it just wasn't thick enough for a headband to be the texture that I want. I don't know. So this is due on December 13th, and since it's cabled, it's kind of time consuming. I haven't done cables in so long, so I really need to get to work on this. But I've been having so much fun with my sister-in-law's socks. So I started this yesterday. It's the same pattern, of course. I'm just, instead of doing 2 colors, I'm doing like more scrappy. I'm doing at least 4 colors. So yesterday I did the ribbing while we were at the gym, mostly like on the elliptical, not the elliptical, like the bike things. So I was like sitting on the bike and doing the ribbing, and then I finished the rest of these like colors and baubles before I went to sleep, and I also had started the solid color for the leg of the sock. And oh my gosh, what I'm loving about sock yarn is how the stripes do different things. I mean, I knew that. I've seen people knit socks before where the striping of the colors, but look how it has like a yellow side, and then the colors are like moving sideways. So for this one, it will be like, this is the front, no, this is the back. This will be like the back of her leg, and then this will be the front. It has like the colors and the splotches across it. So these 3 colors, The orange, I'm gonna explain why I have multiples of them in a little bit. The orange and the yellow and the purple are from her Halloween cowl that I had made and given to her. So it's like slightly Halloween inspired because that's one of her favorite holidays. But it's not explicitly Halloween, so I think the colors will work year round. So you can't tell because it's just the last 2 rows. But I'm also using the scrap from this scarf that I wore today so I could show you. It is just this, yeah, very multicolored, variegated yarn from 2020, so I have no idea what it is. I don't think they make it anymore. Same with this yellow. The yellow is from 2020 or 2021. And so, sorry, it's a little bit of a mystery to me. So I'm running very low on grams for the orange, and then this like solid magenta purple kind of a color. So when I was deciding I was going to do some of this in purple, today what I did was I split the ball in half and wound it up. I just did that by hand. It was so small. I think each of these is probably only like 11 grams right now. And then I'm realizing I had just knit this much orange and I don't have very much orange left. So once I got into the purples and done with the yellow, this is going to be the heel. Once I got done with this part of my first sock, I moved it over to double points for the heel because it's a size medium and I had too much stitches to be comfortable doing the heel on this anyway. So this is on my double points. And now I'm starting my second sock because once I finish the orange and then this yellow, this yellow for my second sock, and I get as far as the purple, I have 2 purples and I have tons of this for the heels. Like, I'm not gonna run out of this. This is like 50 some grams, so I could finish the socks just in this if I wanted to, but I don't. It would be hideous. So I have plenty of this. I don't need to split that in half. But the leftover orange, if I have like 10 grams of that left, if I decide I want to do some more stripies later on in the foot with the orange, I'm going to have to split this in half so that I don't worry about running out and having the socks be different. At this point, I want the socks to be the same, and any differences to come from how the variegation falls from one to the other. This is not that much of my variegated yellow color either. This, I wasn't sure what to do with this. And it's really growing on me when you use sock yarn as it's intended to make actual socks. It becomes adorable. And I'm loving how this is turning out with the orange in it. How the purples, yeah. I wasn't originally going to use this, but when I saw how these flecks were appearing out of the yellow color, I was like, yes, I have to. And this is also kind of thicker. It's less of a light fingering. It's like a more of a solid, slightly thicker fingering weight. So I thought this would be good for the heel for that reason. So yeah, that is my plan. This is on pause, and right now I'm starting my second sock, and I'm going to get to about a similar place, and then split all my colors in half so that I know what I'm doing as I work through the foot of the second sock. This is going to be a size 8.5, and for like the circumference of it, I'm doing a medium for her. I debated between large or medium, and I think a medium is going to be just fine. I mean, 8.5 isn't that big of a shoe size anyway, and I'm just trying to knit loosely so it will be stretchy for her. So that has been our day 5 update. I don't have it with me. I actually left it upstairs, but I made myself a list of how I'm gonna get all this done in time for Christmas. And I'm allotting myself 4 days for any pairs of socks. And the socks I don't think I'm gonna block. I don't have stuff to block socks, you know, the things that you, like the cardboard things or whatever that you put the socks into to dry. I'm not really interested in getting any of those, and I think that they're giftable just like this. I mean, this isn't gonna change size when you get it wet, I don't think. So, giving myself until like the 22nd or 23rd to finish everything. What I have to do is really work on this headband a lot, for one thing. I need to get it together and hit that headband hard this week. And then I'm also hoping to knit a pair of socks for my cousin. I don't know. I'm having so much fun with the socks that as I'm doing them, I'm just adding more people to my list. I'm just deciding to do more. I'm like, all right, we're gonna finish as many socks as we can for this Christmas because this is delightful. And I feel like as a gift, it's pretty easy to use. Like, these people don't have hand knit socks, so they're gonna have just this one pair of like custom hand knit socks that I picked out the colors specifically because it reminded me of them. I think that's a pretty good gift. It's way better than whatever else I could come up with. I'm not naturally a very good gift giver. So anyway, I think I'm gonna knit some socks also for my cousin, and then a pair for my pianist at church, who I'm seeing just on Christmas Eve. So I can knit those like all day on the 22nd, 23rd, and some of the 24th if I have to, because I'm not seeing her until later at night on the 24th for our 10 p.m. service. So those I'm gonna leave until the last minute. So allotting myself 4 days for each sock, and then a couple days just to finish the body and the hem of my bee sweater. There's more information about this. This is from my father-in-law. I haven't really been working on it. I did a couple rows on the body, but it's so close to being done. It's basically long enough already. I measured the sweaters he wears, and most of them are pretty short, actually. So I just really need to weave in some ends, honestly. I'm only giving myself a couple days to finish this, but it has to be next week because it needs to dry when I block it. Alright, so that's all the, like, knitting I have to get done in the next couple weeks. Finish these socks, 2 other pairs of socks, finish that sweater, and this headband. That's not that big of a deal, but I'm still planning on making my mother-in-law her thrummed mittens. And that kind of is a big deal because I have to make almost 200 thrums, and right now I only have like 12. So I've decided I'm going to make 24 per day, about 2 dozen per day, for a week, and then that is like 180, counting the ones I already have, it'll be about 180, which should be enough thrums. And once I get to that point, once I get the thrums made, the mittens are going to fly off the needles, I'm pretty sure. So that is my job, is starting today. I have to do them today. I can't procrastinate it. I have to do them. I'm going to make 24 thrums, work on this sock, and work on this headband. I've got it all scheduled out, and I think we're going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. What's most important is that I'm having fun. It's so much fun. Look how gorgeous this is. It's so cute. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at the blue. Look at that blue in there. Look at that little fleck. And then we've got like some black, some dark purple coming in there for the heel that will match that. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm still here. I've been doing my thrums as promised. These were the ones I started previously, like a week ago. I'm going for kind of a woodsy theme, kind of like, I don't know what the orange is for, but there's going to be lots of greens. Got some greens. I did 4 sets of 6 for my 24 today, so we've got some more greens. And then I'm thinking it'll be like a nighttime kind of woodsy theme, so these are like some twilighty purples, bluish purple there. 6 of each of these. And this one is the one that I hadn't finished yet. This is my last one. It's good that I'm dividing these up day by day because this has been kind of miserable. So I'm sitting here making these, like counting down, oh, I only have 11 more to go. It's just like, I don't really enjoy making thrums. Mary, this is how much I love you. This is how much I love my mother-in-law, is that I'm sitting around making almost 200 more of these little thrums. Yep, so you wiggle the middle of it so that this is the part that you put. It becomes a knit stitch. It becomes the part that you wrap up through your needles. And then these little fluffies sit on the inside. And they will kind of like felt together a little bit is what you want, and they'll be nice and warm. So I've got these 6 like neutral ones possible. So that was my 24 thrums for the day. I've got all my roving here left. I don't think I'm going to be doing the brighter purple. Yup. Hello, it is me again. So in my last day that I was filming, I said that I was right on track, still having fun, and that everything was gonna be fine. I feel like none of that is true anymore. I did finish my sister-in-law's socks though, and oh, they're so gorgeous. Once again, I'm worried they're a little small, but like, they have some stretch to them. So I think we're fine. I will have her try them on, and if they don't fit her at all, she can pick a new color and I'll make her like whatever she wants, and then I'll give these to some poor other person. They're a bit big on me. I could keep them if she doesn't want them, but yeah. So other than being worried they're a little small, they're so gorgeous. So it's December 9th. I made these 2 pairs of socks. Yeah, so I had 4, I finished these yesterday. So yeah, 4 days for each pair of socks. That's not bad. I just feel like I'm behind. I'm concerned that I'm behind. I'm definitely behind on my thrums. And I haven't really gotten that much of my sweater done. The sweater is like exactly where it was before. I think I knit 2 rows on it today, just to say that I'm still working on it. So I just need to finish up some of the honeycombs at the bottom of the body and then rib the bottom of it. Then I have to pick up and knit the collar, weave in all the ends, and block it. Now that's not going to take that long, but it's December 9th. It's December 9th. Yeah, I gotta get some of this stuff done. I don't even know where to start. I have stuff just piled all over me, and I didn't even have to get half of it for the video. It's just I've taken over this corner of the couch, and my projects are just like all over the place. Oh no, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I need both of these. So this is the second headband for my teenager. I didn't finish the first one yet, and I'm getting discouraged by how very slow cabling is and how long it's taking me and how it's due on the 13th, and I want to wash it and let it dry. Like, this is bad. This is not good. So I'm holding this random white scraps I have. They're so soft. They're gorgeous and squishy and soft. I'm holding them double and doing this, it's like brioche, honestly. It's called like, I think the pattern said it was like an English rib. It's very stretchy. It's exactly like brioche. I guess it's like maybe one-sided brioche. I don't know. You have a yarn over with the purls, like on both sides, and you just go back and forth. So I started this tonight. That's gonna be so cute. Oh my gosh, she's gonna love it. I think it's gonna have like a twist at the front. It's gonna be like twisty. So I decided to start this tonight so that I would know that I had something done for her, so that I had the strength to keep working on my original headband. Last time I showed it, it was very short, and I did kind of work my butt off on this yesterday. It's just a lot going on. I do think it's almost ready. Okay, these look really pretty on camera. I'm sitting here in person looking at them, and I'm like, I don't like them. I don't like them. They're not good enough. She's not gonna like, I don't know who this person is. They're a stranger from the Giving Tree. I'm like, oh, she's not gonna like it. She's not gonna like it. Why didn't I just do a store-bought one, you know? People don't want handmade stuff, but she probably is gonna really like it. And then I was on the website at Kohl's looking at the options there, and they kind of sucked. Like, they were boring. They were not as cute as this for sure. What I think I'm going to do for this one is have the edges of it like taper so that it's like smaller in the back, and then put a button on and make a couple buttonholes so that she has options for the sizes, because it's a little stretchy, but it's not as stretchy as this is. So that's going to be kind of a lot of work, but it will save me from having to do the cables all the way around the head, because starting about like here, I'm going to stop cabling and just like decrease. Yeah, that's my plan. Get it to cover her ears. So about like maybe 4 more repeats of the heart cable pattern so that it covers her ears. And then start some decreases. Get a button and make a couple buttonholes on the other side. And that's going to be kind of fiddly and maybe a lot of work, but I think I have time to get it done. So that's what's up with that. But in the meantime, yeah, I was just looking at it. I've really been suffering to get that done. Like, I'm having to force myself to do all of this knitting. The socks were a lot of fun, but I did not have the energy for the headbands that I thought I would. This one is going really fast though. Like I said, I started it like an hour ago. And since I'm basically making it at like a bulky weight at this point by holding these double, it's going pretty quickly now at this point. Hi, my cat is coming to see us. Hey, baby, do you want to come and say hi? Do you want to come say hi? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. That's right. You can lay down by mom. You want to lay down? You want to lay down? Yeah. She gets this certain look when she wants to lay in my lap. Hi, baby. Yep. There we go. There we go. This is Rosie. Isn't she darling? Do you want to be on camera, sweetheart? Yeah. I love you. Hello, my little Rose. So. Oh. Okay, now I'm not going to be able to move for quite a while. So, yep, 2 headbands, apparently, that are suddenly almost done. I finished 2 pairs of socks. I have 2 more to go. Sweater's almost done. So I guess we're not in as bad a shape as I thought, but we do only have 16 days until Christmas, and some of this stuff is due on the 23rd or the 24th, because that's when I'm seeing people. I fell so behind on my thrums. In my defense, I've been at work. That's been a big part of it. And these socks, like, I took these socks with me, like, to work as much as I could. And these socks were a ton of work, and I did get them done pretty quickly. One of these, I knit, like, from here to most of the toe decreases, like, in World Market. Like, I had the balls of yarn in my pockets, and I was walking around making circles and circles and circles and stopping to read my knitting in World Market while we shopped. We go, honestly, highly recommend World Market for, like, leftover presents for people, like if you want to get them something small, or like my husband's really big on getting everybody like treats, like snacks and stuff like that as part of their Christmas gifts. So we do a ton of our shopping at World Market. We went to World Market and just looked around for like an hour or more, just thinking of things for basically anybody we know in our entire families. And I got a ton of my sock done on that day, which was great. And then I did fall behind on my thrums, but yesterday I did like, these are not for you. She's curious about the sound that the plastic makes, for sure. I know. It's not for you, baby. It's not for you. I did a bunch of these thrums yesterday. As you can see, we're making progress with those. I got some like brownish ones, lots of purple. I did a lot of lighter colors. I don't want to take them out because I'm worried she's going to try to play with them, but yeah. I maybe am like a third done with the amount of thrums that I need. I don't know. That's not good. I really need to do some more of them tonight, and then, yeah. I'll have more time tomorrow. Okay, in my defense, yesterday was a holy day, so I had to do a church service in the middle of the day. And then we had the dress rehearsal for our like youth choir concerts that I work for in the evening. And so that's why I didn't get a lot done, but I did get a lot of my headband done after that at night while I was knitting. And today I did a funeral, and then I did one of the girl concerts. It's called Girl Choir. It's like a youth choir basically. One of those concerts, and I went straight to church, did a church service, and then I had time to eat meals in between, but yeah. And then I went to another girl choir concert and got home at like 8:45 and then started this entire headband. So the reason I feel like I'm behind on my knitting is because I've been at work all the time. And I guess that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is making it hard. I did pick out sock yarn for my cousin and my church pianist, so I can show those. I started my cousin's sock today because I needed something to knit on like before the concerts while I was waiting for all the students to get there and stuff. So I started the sock from my cousin. These colors, I just felt like they reminded me of her. I was looking for something like bright that could be kind of like Disney inspired. She really loves animated films, and yeah. And she's a Spanish teacher. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a wave pattern on the leg I've just started. I didn't even finish the first repeat of it yet. So I can show this pattern. It's a free pattern. I'll link it in the comments. All my yarns, these two yarns are both from Wonderland. This one is called Getting Your Kite in the Air, which is cute. I think that's a nice name. I don't really know if it's a reference to something. You can let me know. But so this is my cousin's first sock. And then this is the yarn I picked for my church pianist. It has like khakis and grays in it and whites. It's also by Wonderland. I thought this was nice and really pretty and soft. It's called Birdwing. Isn't that pleasant? Birdwing. So I'm really excited to work with both of these. Oh, no. Won't you say hi first? Say hi. No, she wants to be free. Bye, Rosie. All right. Now I can finally move my legs. All right. So that's where we're at. I guess I will continue to update you. Hello, good afternoon. It's Tuesday, December 12th. I finished both of the headbands, so here they are. I can't put them on. I have pictures of me modeling them, but I did wash them with like actual soap because I don't know if this kiddo is allergic to my cat or not. So here they are. This is the heart, what is it called? 1 second. Heart Cable Headband by Jaja Knits. Maybe it's pronounced haha if they're from somewhere else, I'm not sure. But it's spelled Jaja. So this is it. It goes all the way around, and then basically I knit a bunch of repeats of the pattern, and then I completely improvised I did a bunch of decreases so that it would be smaller at the back, nape of the neck, or she could wear it on her forehead if she wanted. And then I did 4 buttonholes. I did a 4-row buttonhole. I found a buttonhole tutorial for it that I used, and then I also couldn't find that one the second time. So I went back and watched Pearl Soho's, and it was pretty helpful. So yeah, and then I just got this button from Joann's that does happen to fit perfectly. So yeah, that is the heart cable headband. It was a ton of work to do all those cables, but I pushed through. I powered through and made myself do it. And this is Headband with a Twist by Mirella Moments. Both of these are free patterns. This is a PDF download from Ravelry, so you just click on Ravelry, you get a PDF. And this is a link to her blog. And it was good. I do recommend you check out the blog also, because she has a video instructions for how to sew the back of this to make the twist. And from the instructions, like the pictures of it, I could not understand it at all. It seems like a witchcraft to me, but I just did what the video said exactly, and I got a perfect twist exactly like this. So I'm very happy with both of those. These are just like scrap yarn patterns. This one is from sweater yarn that I held double to get like a worsted weight, so it's very soft and squishy and delightful. And this one is just a DK weight. I use size 4 needles for this to make it like very tight fabric. We live in Wisconsin, so this isn't just to be cute. I need it to actually keep her ears warm when it's like -10 Fahrenheit. When there's a wind chill, I need it to be pretty thick. And this one is meant to be more cute, but I did use a size 8 for this one. So, I modified the pattern a lot for this also. I just, using a size 8 needle, since I was making this very chunky, I just cast on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like, I don't even know how many stitches. I think this is like 18 or 20 stitches, not very many at all. So, those are done. I'm feeling great about that. And then this is the start of my cousin's sock. I made 2 pairs of socks already, 2 to go. I don't like that the stripes are looking like actually stripy with this yarn right now. I wish it was more polka dots like that, like just moments of it. But I think that's just how they're lining up from row to row with the wave pattern. This is also a free pattern. It's a great pattern if you are looking for a cute little wave like that on your socks. It's all the way around, the same waves, and then these like straight borders with a pearl in the middle. Super cute. I'm almost ready for the heel. So it's not a good pattern for beginners for your first sock, I would say, because it's easy to get lost in these and confused about what one you're on. And that will be distracting you from how you're learning how to make a sock. So I wouldn't do these for your first 1 or 2 pairs of socks, but after that, you're good to go. Nice free pattern there. I haven't even been knitting in the last day and a half. I've been too busy because it is my musician volunteer Christmas dinner at my church job tonight. And so I'm the one organizing that. It's really not a big deal. We just get like Italian takeout from this restaurant. It's crazy actually. It's like right next door to our church. And they don't even want you to order in advance. Like, there's 50 people coming tonight. I'm literally just gonna call them like 45 minutes before I need the food and just tell them like this type of pasta, this type of pasta, this type of pasta, and they're gonna give us like, they basically just have vats of pasta sauce in the back and they just put it on the pasta and give it to you. And then they also have giant salads and like garlic bread. So that's amazing. It's pretty affordable too for the amount of people it feeds, which is great. And then I decided to make desserts. So yesterday morning, Monday morning, like the day before the event, I'm sitting around. I was like sitting around knitting at like 10 something yesterday morning, and I was like, Marissa, you're supposed to be making like a lot of cookies. Like, we remember that, right? Like, it's tomorrow. And my brain just like this like electrical like short happened in my brain, and my brain was just taken over by the Christmas party and the cookies, and I could barely think about anything else. Like, I was at work for like an hour yesterday, mostly just still working on planning for the cookies and a couple other little things I had to do. I even told my coworkers, I'm like, all I can think about is this Christmas party. Like, I'm not going to be thinking about or doing anything else until Wednesday. So I even said that at Chimes practice last night, because they were asking me about other things. I was like, I should have done that, but all I'm thinking about is cookies. I made cookies all afternoon. So yeah, I had to go to the store. The Pick and Save I went to, it's Kroger. Our Krogers are called like Pick and Save. I don't know if you have that or not, but the Pick and Save I went to had no like holiday colored M&Ms at all. Like, there were no M&Ms in the store besides like just the standard colors in the regular candy aisle. And so I had to also go to Walmart to get those M&Ms. So yesterday I made like some chocolate mocha cookies, and then some I tried to make some peppermint kisses from the recipe that's on Hershey's website, and it didn't have me chill them, which I thought was suspicious. And so they definitely spread, and I didn't like them. So, but I mean that people can eat them anyway. Today, I used a different recipe from Sally's Baking Addiction for that. I really like her recipes. I use them a lot. And so I did that. I made 2 dozen of those today. They're super cute. I'm really happy with them. And then I did the famous sourdough discard cookie recipe that went around the sourdough community last summer. I don't know what it's by. I have a grainy screenshot of like most of the recipe on my phone, and that's what I go off of. So I made the batter yesterday, chilled it overnight, and today I baked all 4 dozen of those. I also made a pan of like cookie bars today, and I made them gluten-free and egg-free at the same time. And they look alright. I don't know, it was a last-minute decision, and I normally substitute applesauce for eggs most of the time. I mix and match my egg substitutes. I'll do like 2 or 3 different egg substitutes and just like dump them in something just to try and get it moist and fluffy, you know, all at the same time. So yeah, I was gonna put in applesauce, but the applesauce in our fridge was super moldy because I have not used it in a while. So instead, I just had to do yogurt and like a different, like an actual egg substitute container I found that I had bought a while ago. Anyway, long story short, for the last day and a half, I've just been making an insane amount of cookies because I made dessert for 50 people. There's like more than 50 people coming at this point, I think, which is amazing. So yeah, that's where we're at. I did a couple rows at the bottom of this sweater. I'm making it so that the honeycomb like doesn't all stop at once. Like, some of it will go longer and then some of it will like, I'm just gonna make the pearls get kind of zigzaggy and branch out, so like the sides of the honeycomb are like, you know what I mean? The end of the honeycomb is like irregular. So that means I have to actually look at what I'm doing so that I know like at what points I'm doing the regular pattern and what points I decided to do like whatever. It's very improvisatory. So yeah, I got half my socks are done, so that's good. Halfway point for socks is good. I mean, this is like 85% of the sweater is done, or more, probably 90% of the sweater is done. So I just need a couple days to finish the sweater and then block it. And then after that, all I have to do is the last 1.5 socks for this, and then another pair of socks, and then mittens for my mother-in-law with the thrums that I'm like maybe halfway done with. So as far as a halfway point, our halfway point is being halfway. And that's all that we could ask for. So I hope that your December has been treating you kindly and that you're doing well. Especially if you're on gift knitting deadline like me. I feel you. You got this, and have a good day.